Okay, so here we're going to do questions 16 and 17, and this is from the SAT number 16. And here we have paired questions, so that means we have the question from 16, and then we have answer choices from 17, and basically these are supposed to be the sentences that are going to answer it. So the way that I teach to solve these is we're going to start with the first question here. And what we're going to do is just read the question, see what it's asking, and then based on what it's asking, we're going to go down and try to select an answer choice from here, which is basically just selecting a text that we could use to answer the question up above here. So 16 says, the author most strongly suggests that people who perform altruistic acts benefit partly because of something. So what we're going to do is we're going to look down in these lines here, just basically looking for anything that tells us about why people benefit from altruistic acts. So let's start with lines 3 through 8, which are up here. So here it says, in 1999, the behavioral medicine specialist Carolyn Schwartz, then at the University of Massachusetts, and her colleagues divided multiple sclerosis patients into two groups and had members of one group call members of the other, etc. So essentially what this is doing here is just giving us the background of the study. So this is introducing what I would call the methodology of the study. So we're introduced to this variety of studies that have confirmed this connection. And then we're given information about the specific study in 1999. But what this doesn't do is tell us why altruistic acts will benefit people. So it's not a good answer choice. We should get rid of A. So then we have B, which is referencing lines 57 through 59, which is down here. And this says, I don't want to say this name, so-and-so's work suggests altruistic acts may need to be frequent in order to confer a lasting change in well-being. So what this is doing is describing in what context or in what situations an altruistic acts is going to confer this lasting change of well-being. So it doesn't really so much tell us why it is that altruistic acts give people a sense of well-being. All it does is say in what context. Only when you perform a significant number or you perform altruistic acts with some frequency do you get this effect. So because that really doesn't tell us why, we're not going to choose B as our answer choice. So 65 through 67 says, on balance though, being generous boosts your mood and health because it strengthens your sense that you're really doing something significant. So this is really clearly telling us some reason why altruistic acts benefit people, right? So why altruistic acts benefit people? And this is telling us why, because it increases your sense that you're really doing something significant. So it increases maybe your sense of meaning or your sense of purpose or the idea that you're doing something significant. So I would say it's a good choice. Let's keep that one. D says 68 through 71, which is here. The social psychologist, etc., notes that helping others may signal our bodies to release pleasurable chemicals such as oxytocin. And basically it goes on to say those lower stress levels and other stress hormones, cortisol and norepinephrine. So this is another good answer choice because it is telling us one reason why it is that doing altruistic acts may be beneficial for people. Because what it's doing is it's signaling our bodies to release pleasurable chemicals like oxytocin. So we can't really decide in this case between C and D. We should keep both of them open. But what we should do is sort of note what each point or what each text or each sentence is saying. So this one, C, is basically saying that doing good deeds will benefit you because it increases your sense that you have meaning, purpose, or you're doing something significant. Whereas D is saying that doing altruistic acts benefits you because it will release pleasurable chemicals in your mind, such as oxytocin. So we're going to go back to 16 now, and we're going to look for any text that will match either one of those. So A says that altruistic acts benefit people because of beliefs that they hold about the effects of such acts, right? Beliefs that they hold about the effects of such acts. So this will kind of be matching answer choice C, which says that people benefit from doing good deeds because they believe that you're doing something significant or it's going to have a significant effect. And that's what A is saying, that they believe in the significance of the effect of such acts. So A is a good option and it matches answer choice C. Let's keep it. B says that altruistic acts benefit people because they provide feedback, because of the feedback that these people receive from those who benefit from such acts. So this means that basically as you perform a deed, maybe you give charity to somebody or you help somebody in need, and the feedback that they give you increases it benefits you. And this makes plausible sense. It would be nice to receive that feedback, but neither of the texts that we look at talk about this. They only talk about the brain chemical oxytocin, and they also talk about basically how it increases your sense that you're doing something significant. So for that reason, we can get rid of B. C says that altruistic acts benefit people because of changes in brain chemistry that occur when they merely think about such acts. So this part here, changes in brain chemistry, seems to work, and it does seem to match answer choice D, which talks about the effect of oxytocin in the brain. The problem with this is that we're talking about these changes occurring when you merely think about such acts as opposed to actually having to do the acts. And there's nothing in the text that says just thinking about the acts confers this benefit, only doing that act. So C is going to be incorrect as well. Then we have D, which says that people benefit from performing altruistic acts because of the social approval that they receive for performing such acts. So this would mean that you do a good deed and then you get social approval from your friends, from your family, from your workplace, whatever it is. You're getting the social approval, and that's what confers the benefit upon you. But none of our texts talk about that. The only two texts that we saw that could answer this are the ones that talk about the brain chemistry and a sense of something significant. Nothing about social approval, so we can get rid of D. And that's going to leave us with answer choice A, which is good. And we already said that A is going to match answer choice C from 17. So we have answer choice A as our correct answer for question 16 and answer choice C as our correct answer for question 17.